Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Key to the Game podcast. It's your boy Key, man. I got my brother RuWIll with me to talk to the people, man.
Yes, sir. Like I'm RuWill in the building. You can find me on at 2 cents short of a dollar. Me and my man Motiz. People label it a boxing podcast. A little more than boxing, but that is our niche. So if you want to go check out some hot takes when it comes to boxing, definitely at 2 cents short of a dollar on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. I love their podcast. I go there to get my boxing takes, man. They know more boxing about me, so I tap in with them, man. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to Key to the Game and 2 cents short of a dollar, man. Thank you for coming up here, bro. What's up with you?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. Try to talk some NBA. Boxing's kind of cold right now, but I'm not gonna lie. Football just ended. Won a little bit of money on the Super Bowl, so now I'm ready to fully lock in on the NBA.
All right, right. I mean, you got Devin Haney and Ryan coming up, man. But we're gonna talk about that another time, though. But yeah. You got Devin Haney and Ryan coming up. You got Shakur coming back
Yeah,
from his
man.
retirement that he retired 2 weeks ago. But
Yeah, I'll tell you this: if Shakur fight on a Thursday, I ain't watching that.
oh yeah, I'm never watching. Shakur's boring.
Yeah, yeah,
But
but
yeah, let's tap in, man. I wanted to speak about the All Star break MVPs, man. It feel like a tight race. It's tighter than a lot of years. It's
yeah,
like 5, 6 people that could actually win it, man. I'm pissed off that Joel Embiid is not going to be able to be in the race because of the new rule that you got to play 65 games. So unfortunately, he's knocked out of it.
yeah.
But it's a few other players such as you got the Joel Embiid. I mean, you got the Jokers, you got the
Hmm.
Greeks, Luka Doncic, you got Shea Gilgeous Alexander who's
Hmm.
killing it. You got Jason Tatum, shit, Ant Man. You got a host of people, man. What's up, man? Talk to me. What you think?
Right now, it's probably. I mean, one of mine might sound a little funny, but right now I'm actually between Shea and D Mitch. And
Nah, that's a good one. That's a
yeah,
good
and
one.
then what I like about both of those players is if you look at both their rosters, it's not another player on the team averaging 20 plus. You know what I'm saying? Like for
Mhm.
example, Ant-Man got Cat averaging about 22. Tatum got Brown averaging over 20. Jokic got Murray averaging 20. The next highest scorer on the Thunder averaged, I think, 19.2.
Mhm. That's
What's my
probably
son name?
Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams, 1 year in the league, you know what I'm saying? So that's a really, really young squad. So for Shea having them contesting for the number one spot, I know right now they're in number two, but Minnesota lose a game, they win a game, they could easily jump Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
Shea averaging 30 yet again another season. I'm gonna give him a little nod over D Mitch. I think his statistics are a little bit better than D Mitch's. The Cavs got, other than D Mitch, 5 scores in double digits. So even though they don't have another 20-point scorer, that's good, well-rounded offense right there. But Shea's at 31 points a game. I think he gives you 6.5 assists, 5 rebounds, over
Oh, he leading the
50%
league in
from
steals.
over 50%. Yeah, exactly. Over 50% from the two, and he's shooting 30% from the three ball. I know some people were comparing him to like DeMar DeRozan because he don't shoot the three a ton, but at this point of their career, he shoots the three ball way better than DeRozan did.
He's shooting 55, 37, 88.
Come on. Yeah. Now he's balling, and it's crazy because I don't know if a lot of people saw this coming, early in his career, bro. This is about to be back-to-back years averaging over 30. I
First
know
team all NBA.
yeah, the league is up on offense, but I mean 30 is still impressive, man. Or maybe I'm just old school, but I think 30 is still impressive.
Nah, it is. And nah, I don't think anybody saw this coming. I remember the kid was coming off the bench for Quade Green at Kentucky. You probably remember that. That's your
Mhm.
favorite team. But
Yeah, yeah.
me, I like those two picks. I think Donovan Mitchell is not getting his just due. Like he carried the Cavs when they arguably their second and third best player was injured for over a month. He carried them. They won. They're winners of 18 out of the last 20. So
Hmm.
I definitely think he should be in the conversation. A dude that I think is not getting enough recognition though is Jason Tatum, man. I mean, I know that they said his team is like a well-rounded team, but he's second in the league in plus minus. So that means they're with him on the court, they're blowing teams out. Like you feel
Yeah.
me? So his impact is crazy. And then he's giving you 27, 9, and 5 a night on good shooting splits. And they're on pace to win 65 plus games. Like it's All Star break and they 32 games over 500. They 43 and 11. I if they got 28 games left, I could see them at least going 22-6 to win 65 games. I don't remember a player that averaged 25 plus and won 65 games that didn't win MVP. And it's like you could go with the James Harden Houston Rockets. You could go with Steph twice with Golden State.
Maybe Kawhi Leonard, right? But that's probably because you had Steph.
I
How
don't
much
even
did
think
Kawhi average?
I think Kawhi averaged like 22 with the Spurs when
22.
they won 67, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, if he did win it, it's probably because Steph won 65 plus games too and averaged 25.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking who else you got? You got the LeBron James twice with Cleveland, Miami. He did 25 plus 65 wins. Shaq in 2000 when he won MVP with the Lakers. Kobe with the Lakers. Shit, like I mean that's a great argument. It's like why can't I be MVP? Like or at least everyone that won 65 games and averaged 25 plus that I could remember won MVP.
Yeah.
So that I think that's a good case for his argument, and like for how good they said his team is, he only got one All Star. Then like
Yeah.
Golden State had 2, 3 All Stars besides Curry, and Steph was still getting MVP.
Yeah.
So that's a
I
good argument.
I think Tatum makes that team go. So I'm all on board. That's one of my favorite players in the league. I mean, this ain't got nothing to do with his MVP case. The only thing I want to see from Tatum is I just want to see him separate himself because everybody's like Tatum Brown, Tatum Brown. They're not neck and neck, bro. They're not.
Nowhere close. That hasn't been the case for a couple years.
Yeah. Now, I feel like, sometimes I'm still listening to like, podcasts and people talking and they're just like, oh, Tatum, Brown. I'm like, nah, bro, it's not Tatum. It's Tatum, then Jalen, bro. It's a clear difference.
Let me tell you something. If you're listening to a podcast and they say that, turn the podcast off. Because there's no way. It's like it feel like Brown and Zing is neck and neck right now. Like
Yo.
Zing could have made the All-Star game this year. And me personally, I felt Derek White should have been an All-Star for his impact. Derek White is leading the league in plus minus, and then Tatum is right behind him.
Yeah, that team just feels completely different when Tatum's on the floor.
Yeah,
he just opens it up for everybody. I like that pick. Maybe I'm just going against them because they're always number one. Maybe you can always kind of go with whoever has the best record. So maybe I was just subconsciously looking for somebody different. I like Tatum though. I'm gonna still stick with Shea, but I really like what Tatum's doing in Boston, and I think this might be their year, bro. Because like
I think they're going to win it.
the subtle pieces they added, right? Porzingis, who people were kind of cold on for a few years. Porzingis looks great. Drew Holiday, you lost Marcus Smart, but you get another top-notch defender who can hit the 3 ball more consistently.
And he's a better defender.
Yeah. Like it's not as much tactics and gimmicks. It's really just locking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like Drew Holiday, I'm sorry, Marcus Smart, he won defensive player of the year, but he's not a better defender than Drew Holiday. He's not a better defender than Drew Holiday. And then Drew Holiday is a real point guard. Marcus Smart, a great player, but he wasn't a point guard. So they got a point guard, and look, Derek White is just as good as a defender as Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be first team all defense again this year as he was last year, I feel. And
now this team has kind of fell a little bit in the rankings, but what you think about Jalen Brunson?
Yo, I told people probably like a week or two ago, I said, yo, when Perkins said it, I agree with Perkins. There's no way he shouldn't be high in that MVP race. Like, I haven't seen the Knicks this good since Melo.
Bro, he's 30 every night.
Yeah, hell yeah. And it's hard to stop he herky-jerky. Like, I just watched him play against my team, the Lakers. And I was like, we had to start blitzing him. Like, I think he had 40 or 38 and 10. Like, I think he should be top 10 MVP candidates for what he's doing for the Knicks. He's averaging about 28 and 7, shooting great from everywhere. He's he separated himself from Randall. He's the clear-cut best player on the Knicks now.
Yeah. I saw that Lakers game too. You know what it reminded me of? It actually reminded me of Miami versus Chicago when D Rose was killing Chalmers, so they put Wade on him. So he was killing Wade. So then LeBron had to start getting him. They just kept blitzing him, get the ball out of his hand. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of what it reminded me of, like what Brunson was doing to them that game.
No, I definitely think Brunson should be in there. I like Ant-Man's case. Like, I think that kid is gonna be like a top 5 player in a couple years. Look what he's doing for Minnesota. Even though, you also got to give a lot of credit to Greek not Greek, to Gobert on the defensive, and I think he's the clear cut defensive player of the year. He got Minnesota playing the best defense in the league, but
Yeah.
on the offensive side, even though Ant-Man he straps up on defense too. Don't get me wrong, but on the offensive side, what he's doing, I think he should be in there. We don't got as much wins as all the other MVP candidates, but I think AD should be in that category too. Like I haven't seen AD this dominant since the bubble year.
Yeah.
I think he should be in there.
Well, in there, is that for defensive player or is that for MVP?
For MVP.
MVP.
Yeah. I think I think his MVP case has a lot to do with his defense because it's not too many people that you're seeing can be the best defensive player, the best defensive player on the floor every night and still get you 25.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think his impact has been bigger than Bronze this year. If you look at when we got smacked by the Bulls and Houston earlier in the season, he didn't play both games. When he came back, we blew both of them out just because of his defense on the big man and covering ground. Man, he do so much for us on defense. Like he's like our defense. He's our whole defense. So
Yeah.
I think he should be definitely in that conversation.
Yeah, people who dominate both ends of the floor, he comes to mind, and then maybe like Greek, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Greek in them is kind of a bit of a letdown. So I kind of don't. I know he got the statistics, but I don't have him in the race.
Yeah, he's ultimately always going to be in a race because his numbers, and the Bucks have a good record because they 15 games over 500. But I thought that they was going to be like closer to the Celtics. They've been a huge disappointment to me this year. So he's not. He's not one of my favorites for MVP, but ultimately he is a favorite, but he's not one of my favorites.
I got him top 10, but I don't think I got him top 5 right now.
Where you got Kawhi at, though?
Kawhi. I like Kawhi.
I look like he back.
Huh?
He looked like he back.
Yo, me personally, I never thought he left. I know he got some injuries and some stuff going on, but I never really thought he left. But for Kawhi, I would have him probably similar to Greek, just out in the top 5, just for different reasons. That team's so well-rounded in the way they play. It's kind of hard I know he's the leading scorer, but it's kind of hard for someone to really separate themselves statistically like some of these other teams because, Paul George is probably
he getting the Tatum, the Tatum effect.
Yeah, just not as, good of a record, but I think that team is the best they've been since they've assembled.
Yeah, like his numbers aren't the same as Tatum. Tatum numbers is better, but he's still giving you what? He's giving you about 25, about 6 and 4. But if I'm not mistaken, he's 50, 40, 90.
Efficient, bro.
Yeah, he 50, 40, 90. And then for the past month or two, he's been MVP.
Yeah.
If you go just based off the past month or two, he's been MVP.
Yeah. I like them, bro. And what's kind of hurting his case is not necessarily his fault, but so people are just playing their role excellent, right? Like James Harden really has the offense going, right? You know what I'm saying?
I think, not to cut you off, I think them sitting Westbrook and starting Terrence Mann did wonders for them.
Yeah. Because I mean, and you got to give credit to Russ too. He took a lot of heat in LA, right? Some of it I think was right. I don't think all of it was right.
Oh no, some of it should be on Darvin Ham too. He needs to get fired. Darvin Ham I've been saying this for a year.
Russ right now, where he's at in his career, coming off the bench, kind of just doing his thing. And for someone as accomplished as himself to just, not have any gripes about it, not complain, or not even, not make any like public rift, I think he deserves a lot of credit for that. Because that, like you said, him going to the bench really helps that team. He's not pulling the PJ Tucker, like, come on, PJ Tucker, like, who do you think you are,
average
bro?
2, bro. Why you want to get in the game so bad? You average 2. Your defense is not that great that you could just average 2 and be on the court.
I got Kawhi. Who I need you to guard?
We got Paul George.
Come on, bro. What do I need you to do, really?
Yeah.
So it's crazy, but yeah, I think Kawhi, Jokic. I think that team is maybe they're not healthy every night, but it just seems like they're missing something that like from last year, right? That extra. They might just turn it on in the playoffs, though. But I mean, he got the statistics, so he's another one of those right on the outside of the top 5 looking in, I think.
So if you had to make your list, who would be your list for All-Star break MVP? Who would be your 5?
So I think I got Shea. I'll go Shea. I'll actually give it to Tatum.
Damn, we ain't even speak about Luca. What you think about
Yeah,
Luca?
but come on, they in the play-in. I'm not awarding that. I'm
I
sorry,
think they
bro. I'm not.
6 seed right now currently, but they could lose a game and be in the play-in.
Are they 6 seed?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe
I
the
New
Pelicans is 7.
Orleans is 6. New
Huh?
Orleans is I
All
think a
right,
half a
Pelicans
game
is
ahead.
6. Okay.
Yeah, I can't reward that. Like just like you remember when Russ had the triple double and got MVP. I thought the triple double was cool, but I can't reward someone that low down because
No,
he got a
I agree.
triple.
I totally agree.
Yeah, because he got triple doubles the next 2 years, but you ain't give him MVP. So what was it? Just shock factor? Why he got MVP? Like, come on. So I mean, Luka's numbers are great, but you got to get out the play-in for me to really consider you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go Shea. I'm gonna go Tatum. I'm gonna go D Mitch. Then from there, I gotta give some love to Ant maybe at the number one seed in the West Coast because that's a tough division. So I'm gonna go Ant number 4 and my number 5. I want to round it out with yo. I'm not gonna lie. I think Brunson, man. I think what he's doing for that team is amazing, amazing. And right now it's just him and DiVincenzo. I mean, you got other guys putting in work, but I'm just saying that
And
they're
DiVincenzo injured now too.
yeah. So like they're
Their whole
second.
team injured.
Their definitive second best player is not playing, and this dude is putting on. So I'm gonna go Brunson 5. You know what I'm saying? Then I got a few honorable mentions, which would be Kawhi, Jokic, Giannis on the outside of that.
I'll go. Mine's is kind of similar to yours. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I'm gonna go with Tatum number 1 because I
Mm-hmm.
want to see him win it so bad.
My God.
But I'm gonna go Tatum number 1. I'm gonna go Shea Gilly number 2. 'Cause I feel they have a well-rounded team over there too, with Chet and Jalen and Giddy and
Yeah.
Lou Dort and all them. All of them average double figures.
They just so young that I feel
Yeah,
like they are a good team, but his leadership is like
yeah.
pivotal for that team.
hmm I'm gonna go him number 2. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna still. I'm gonna still go Jokic number 3. I'm gonna I'm gonna go D Mitch number 4. I'm gonna go. I can't give Rika because they disappointed me. I'm gonna go Ant Man number 5. No, I'm gonna go Kawhi number 5.
Okay, I like
Yeah,
that. I like that.
I'm gonna have to knock Joker out of here, man. I'm gonna go Kawhi number 4, Ant Man number 5. And
Okay. Yeah, and,
I
and
got
that's no knock against Jokic. You know what I'm saying? He comes in, he punches the clock, but it's just something I don't know. I think he kind of pacing himself. You know, I think that's
yeah
he might just be pacing himself for the postseason. You know what I mean? So ain't no knock on Jokic, but he's still doing his thing.
yeah. I still got him on the outside looking in. I got my honorable mentions: him, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Davis, Luca. I
Hmm.
like Luca. I mean, I think he need to win more. They're on like a 6 game winning streak right now, but I think he need to win more. Stats doesn't do it for me. Like I said,
Yeah.
impact of the stats. If you ask me,
I think their problem when healthy is if you watch them play. All right, so like, all right, when it's only one playing versus the other, when Kai's playing and Luka's not, they play fast. You see guys kind of going to the three. Tim Hardaway's getting open threes, other guys getting open threes. But when Luka comes back, I think the contrast of styles, you kind of got to slow it down. Obviously,
yeah,
with him
he
being
play
the
like
best
hard.
player, huh?
He's hard to me.
Yeah. So with him being the best player, you got to kind of tailor to what he needs. But I think he needs to kind of jog up the court, kind of get the like don't give the other team a chance to set up. You know what I'm saying? Pick up the pace a little bit, and I think you'll see that team be significantly better because the guys around look a lot better when he's sitting. You know what I mean?
hmm Yeah, because he dominated the ball so much. Like Grant Williams just said, man. Grant Williams just when he got to Charlotte, he said, man, they share the ball over here.
Yeah.
Right. And I always tell people like you look at him and Trey Young, like yeah, they get the assist, but they have the ball every time. It's like either they're going to shoot it or they're making a pass to someone who's
Yeah.
going to score.
It's
It's
like
not
what
like
else
they
are you gonna do?
yeah, it's not like they. I don't see them get hockey assists and shit like that. No.
Yeah. Nah, I completely agree. You like PJ for that team?
Yeah, I like PJ for that team.
Yeah.
He spread the floor at the floor. That's what you need with Luca. You need three. You need a bunch of 3 and Ds around him because you're not going to dominate the ball. You need a bunch of 3 and Ds. I love Lively for them. I like Grant Williams for them. I thought
Yeah.
he would have been way better than he was there. And who else they just got? They just what was
This a center Gafford.
yeah, I like Gafford. Yeah, hell yeah, I like Gafford. He's another lob threat. He's just like Derek Lively, but more seasoned.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you going with Shea Gildress?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Shea, yo. He's, like I said, 30 every night, and if not the NBA MVP, he's my FanDuel MVP. So
Yeah, like I said, like you said, man. I'm gonna go Tatum if he, like you said, if he's not the NBA MVP, he's my fan doing MVP. Yeah, so we'll see how it work out, man. We'll see how this stuff, because it's subject to change, but
yeah.
we'll see how it goes, man. I think Boston is a well-oiled machine. I
Mhm.
got them winning the championship this year. So if Tatum don't get the season MVP, go get that Finals MVP.
Yeah, I feel like don't forget, jump in the comment section, tell us who y'all got winning MVP. And if you got time, tell us why.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. Jump in the comments, man. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, man. To Key to the Game into 2 cents short of $1, man.
Yes, sir. We out.
Thank Yo, Ru, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming up here, man. It's always a
Yep,
pleasure.
for sure, man. I'm always around. Just hit me.
All right, man. We out.
All right.